academia led by the Vice Chancellor of Makerere University, our distinguished guests, allow me to welcome you today and to thank you so much, Your Excellency and Mama, to create this precious time, to give us this time to come as we launch this awaited clinical trial. We want to appreciate the team that have been behind this development of this product. We are not going to go into the detail, but they will come and explain what they have done. And at this time, allow me to welcome Dr. Nambatya, together with Bruce Chirenga. They will take us through quickly what they've been doing. You're welcome, Dr. Nambatya.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Mama Janet, the Right Honorable Minister, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister of Health, Honorable Minister of Science, Technology and Innovations, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Presidential Advisor on Outbreaks, WHO Country Representative, Director General Health Services, Directors of Health Research Agencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Natural Chemotherapeutics Research Institute is one of the beneficiaries of an investment by the Presidential Scientific Initiative on Epidemics, codenamed as PRESIDE, into research studies to evaluate therapeutics that have potential to contribute to the fight of COVID-19 pandemic. A project proposal for which I'm the principal investigator, the production and clinical evaluation of herbal medicinal drugs for management of COVID, was approved for funding by the government of Uganda under the Presidential Scientific Initiative on Epidemics. This funding has supported the phase 2A randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial to determine the preliminary safety and efficacy of UBV-01N, which we have in front of us here today, in adult patients infected with COVID-19 in Mulago National Referral Hospital. Specifically, it will support the following. The fund supported the following: preclinical laboratory studies of the investigational material in animals to ascertain that there is no toxicity. It supported the engagement with communities from Kabalore, Luwero, Nakaseke, Ngora, from where the key research product is sourced. Optimization of the scientifically formulated product for safety evaluation and organization of a scientific protocol that has been approved by the Mulago Research Ethical Committee and Uganda National Council of Science and Technology, National Drug Authority, and Uganda Health Research Organization. A multidisciplinary team is carrying out a study on this product. For now, the product is codenamed UBV-01N. Today, we are here to formally launch the clinical trial to assess the safety and potential effectiveness of a natural homegrown traditional product for the treatment of COVID-19. Your Excellency, I would like to thank you for your support through PRESIDE initiative. I would like to thank the communities and local partners. Allow me to just get one of them stand up for recognition. The communities of Kabalore, you can just stand up. Communities, the people representing the communities, those are the ones from whom we're sourcing this material. And I would also like to request my research team to stand up for recognition. I'm the principal investigator, but I have a co-principal investigator and other investigators. Kindly stand up quickly for recognition. It's a big team made up of all sorts of fraternity medical doctors, as my Dr. Bruce will highlight for us. And lastly, as I conclude, I would like to recognize pertinent help from your Minister of Youth and Children for the support on traditional medicine. I would like to thank you pertinently for ensuring that the bill on traditional and complementary medicine was signed into an act of parliament. And for this, we are very appreciative to our Honorable Dr. Jenna Cheng and her team. It's my sincere hope that this product will contribute significantly to the management of COVID-19 in this country if found safe and effective. Thank you for God and my country.
Your Excellency, my name is Bruce Chirenga. I'm a pulmonologist, otherwise also called a respiratory physician. All protocol observed. When this product was discovered by Dr. Nambatia's group, they brought it to us as clinical scientists to evaluate it. So on behalf of the clinical scientists who are undertaking the evaluation of UBV01N trial at Mulago Hospital, I want to extend our greatest congratulations to the National Chemotherapeutic Research Institute of the Ministry of Health, led by Dr. Grace Nambatia, for identifying this product and one of the very first indigenous products which they have brought to us to evaluate in a human clinical trial. We also want to thank Dr. Monica Msenero, the Senior Presidential Advisor on Epidemics, for being visionary and bringing us together. The group identified the product, but they are standing aside such that an independent group of clinical scientists can evaluate it. This is very visionary, and we thank her very much. So a group of eminent clinical scientists and other scientists has been assembled, comprising of clinicians, biostatisticians, biomedical scientists here at Makerere University College of Health Sciences and Mulago Hospital to undertake this phase 2A. I will be explaining what this means, this phase 2A clinical trial, to evaluate this product which has been brought to us. The trial is going to be coordinated by Makerere University Lung Institute, which is the University Center of Excellence for Lung Science. The clinical team is going to be led by a senior consultant physician, that is Dr. Nakwagala, who will be assisted by a professor of infectious diseases, that is Professor Pauline Biatika, and the trial biostatistician, who is very key in evaluating these products, is Professor Noah Chiwanuka. Myself, I will be the senior clinical trial physician. I'll be assisted by Dr. Colonel John Lusiva, who, with myself, have been at the forefront of treating COVID since when it came with practical experience. With that team, we will, of course, work with a big group of another group in addition to Dr. Nambatia's group of clinical scientists and researchers, including nurses, medical officers, laboratory scientists. I also want to inform you, Your Excellency, that the group, which is called COVID Research Group, that is going to undertake this evaluation, has already concluded 2 clinical trials on COVID. One of them, the plasma trial, which you have heard about, we have concluded it and we are in the final analysis. We also conducted the hydroxychloroquine trial. So we have a lot of experience in a clinical trial. Your Excellency, the testing of products in humans is a long and rigorous process, which comprises 4 phases in summary. Following preclinical trials, like Dr. Nambatia has said, they have been working with the communities. They brought this product and tried it in animals. We call them animal models. Those preclinical trials are all conducted, and as clinicians, we review the evidence from those trials. In this case, we have reviewed the data from the animal studies in Wandegeya. We also organized up here a meeting with the people who have been using this product from the community and recorded them and looked at their notes and convinced ourselves that this trial can move from that phase to a phase 2 clinical trial, therefore skipping the phase 1 clinical trial, which would have been the testing of this product in healthy individuals, and that is phase 1. The reason we want to test in healthy individuals, we don't want to burden people who are sick with the products we don't know, but because the community has been using in the community, the product, and the animal studies, we have gone to phase 2 trial. I listened myself to these people for almost a whole day, and I was convinced with my team that we can go to phase 2. Now, phase 2 trial is concerned with checking the effectiveness and the efficacy of a product. This is what we are going to undertake. Now, Your Excellency, I want to inform you that from preclinical trials to phase 2 trial, almost 60% of the products that are brought to us don't survive, meaning that they don't pass the test to move forward. So this product, Dr. Nambatia, is going to face a rigorous evaluation. But we pray for it that will be among the 33 which are going to survive when we open the study. The product, UBV01N, has been documented, as Dr. Nambatia said, to be effective from a lot of community experience, but also studies in other diseases. And this further encouraged us to undertake the trial. The design trial is going to assess safety. We are going to screen, we have actually started screening 124 people and use a computer program to randomize them to either take the product or take a matching placebo. This is what we call a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, meaning that what you see, what Dr. Nambeta is going to show you, apart from her pharmacists and chemists, none of us knows which one is UBV and which one is placebo. That is going to eliminate bias. Everyone will take, they want to know what they are taking. So that way, we'll be able to assess the effectiveness of this product. In addition to this, Your Excellency, as Makerere University and Mulago Hospital, we are going to undertake to measure in blood to see if this product is reaching the blood, because it is taken orally. So in the first 6 patients, every 2 hours, we will sample to see if the product given has actually reached the blood, and therefore it can reach and clear the virus and reduce the inflammation. So we want to assure the country that although this is a natural product, we thank the team, Dr. Nambati and Dr. Musenero, for bringing it to the, like our director always says, Dr. BB, to bring it to the high court of medicine, to evaluate it, such that when it turns out to be effective, no one. I also want to assure you, Your Excellency, and the country, that the quality of the clinical trial we are going to do will be that which could have been done in New York or London. We will not skip any stage, such that our results can be believed. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the clinicians and I think the doctors in this country to thank you so much for the leadership in the fight of COVID. Although in the last few months we've seen a few cases increasing in mortality, but this is still far low compared to what has been observed elsewhere. I believe that without your leadership, this was not going to be achieved. Finally, Your Excellency, as I conclude, I want to also take this opportunity on behalf of the clinicians to congratulate you. Many congrats on your recent re-election for another term for the leadership of this country. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, I just also wanted to recognize our medical team that has been taking care of our COVID patients in Mulago. May I ask you to just to stand up and wave, because without this team, we would not have been able to save the lives that we are able to save. Please, can you just stand up if you can sit down. I want to thank you, sir, for prioritizing to support innovation in health. We have had many innovations in other ministries, and we generate a lot of research information, but because it just stops at research paper and the publication, sometimes we don't advance to get the product. We pray, Your Excellency, that this fundamental step that you have taken will continue to help us not only in COVID, but in other products that are well known but have not been manufactured and properly packaged, so that we are able also to see Uganda being able to produce products that are associated with our brains, our scientists. And because of that, really, we want to thank you so much for the support this particular time, because you put down your foot and say we must start and we must get moving. And I want to tell you that we are moving, and we are going to, by God's grace, we are going to get there.